So you want to see what the inside of my van looks like? Well, stick around. That's what this video is all about. So a lot of you have been wanting to know what my ride is, and here it is. It's a 2015 Ford Transit 150. Now, for what I do, this vehicle serves me just fine. There was a time when I probably would have gotten a 350, but as a single owner operator, this truck does me just fine. I have it set up to suit me. I will say that in the old days, you know, each one of the trucks I had, which was a total of 4, were all set up identically inside. They were all tagged. They were all labeled. So if any one of the guys had to use someone else's truck, it all became very easy because they just could get into a truck and they could go about their business without having to worry about where stuff was. I don't label mine because it's just me. I know where everything is, but I'm going to give you a couple of shots. I'll give you a shot of the front, shot of the back, then we'll go inside and I'll take you on a little tour of my rolling office. Here is the front door to my office, and that backseatcertified.com actually no longer applies, although it does forward to my regular website. I no longer certified backseat products. That is a subject for another video. And here is the back door to my office. Here we are on the other side. And I gotta watch out I don't get killed because there is traffic coming my way. All right, so there you have it. This is my Ford Transit 150. The outside. Now let's go in and take a tour of the interior. So here is my view every day when I hop into my mobile office. Suits me just well, actually. All right, here we are behind my driver's seat, and behind the driver's seat I have some Hercules hand wipes, which is sitting on top of, you guessed it, another Vito Pro Pack bag with a transistor radio, portable radio. I have some coveralls, disposable coveralls. Next to the coveralls to the left is a bag with booties, so I don't get my clients' floors dirty. And I don't know if you can see this, but this is the other end of that 6-inch PVC pipe that's going through the back of the truck, where I keep all my copper and 1.5-inch pipe and threaded rod, etc. And as we move on there, I have some chisels down there on the floor. I have another case with some miscellaneous pricing catalogs. And way back there behind the passenger seat is actually a knee pad. All right, coming in through the passenger side there, I have my clipboard. In my clipboard are my invoices, pens, pencils, calculator, Bluetooth credit card processor. And I also have a file folder cabinet in here. And I keep in here, let me just step up. I keep supply house receipts, extra invoices, alternate side of the street parking regulation rules, because I have a tendency of forgetting. Down there are a roll of stickers that I stick on appliances that I service. Then there is also a bottle of citrus spray. If I get into a funky situation, I have some baby wipes. On this side, I have various keys. Some of them are to customers' homes. And I also have my bottle of The Beast, which is a drain maintenance product that I will recommend to my customers after I snake their drain. And yeah, so what we're going to do now is roll around to the side and see what's in the side of this puppy. All right, and here we are through my side door, and I'm going to move in slowly to show you what's happening here. Now you'll see I have a pull-out drawer section here, and in here I keep various items, tons of stuff, drill bits, furniture glides, extra gloves, extra light bulbs. In that bag is a 1/2-inch angle drill. I also have a small pump to pump out water heaters. And in the back there I have a grinder in that bag, 4.5-inch grinder, as well as some 14-inch wrenches. I have some various bits to drill through masonry. I have a bolt cutter. So this was a nice little accessory when I bought this truck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this drawer in so I can get closer. And over here I have various hand tools. I have another Vito Pro Pack bag here with my Milwaukee 12-volt tools, various tools, impact driver, multi-tool. Next to that I got a milk crate with various chemicals. I have WD-40, cleaners, Windex, lacquer thinner, lubricant, plastic bags. Beyond that, I have a drop cloth, and let me just reach over here and take this drop cloth away, and you'll see way back there, I got a handy electric machine sitting in there. Now behind all of these, on the shelf of actually the pull-out drawer section here, I have my auger wire. You'll see some gloves hanging up there when I have to stick my hand in a trap. I have my auger wire. I have a 4-foot level. I have a 2-foot level. I also have a 1/4-inch by 25-foot snake. I don't leave that in the machine because it'll rust. If I step back here, and you're going to see the bulkhead, there's a PVC saw, and I had my upfitter put a small piece of 4-inch PVC, mount that to the bulkhead. So inside of here, I keep small pieces of pipe, PVC, copper, small pieces, and that works out fine. Just going to move around here on the left, and I had him make a rack for my Stanley storage units, and in these storage units, various items, faucet parts, waste parts, etc. I keep various parts. I'm not going to pull everyone out, but just to give you an idea, you know, there's some, I have screws in here. I have some miscellaneous electrical items in here, wire nuts, etc. I have parts, nuts and washers for under the sink work. I have taps and dies. I have some bits. I have parts for hanging pipe, 3/8 nuts, 3/8 washers, etc. I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. Up on top, I have faucet parts, faucet stems. As a matter of fact, on top of this, I don't know if I can get up top here, but there's a shelf here, and I have some various items sitting in this shelf here. So here I have my box of soldering tools, wiping tools. I have another Vito Pro Pack bag here, which has all my my electric meters in it, etc. I use this when I service these wall-hung boilers. It's basically set up to diagnose, you know, boilers, wall-hung stuff, anything I have to do electrically. There is a jigsaw in this box, some various fittings in this Vito Pro Pack carry-all. I have another Vito Pro Pack carry-all over there, and I have my main tool bag over there, which we'll talk about. You'll see that momentarily. So immediately after I bought this vehicle, I had it upfitted. You can see I had shelving put in on the left and right side. I had flooring put in. I had a bulkhead put in. And let me take you on a little tour here. Now on the bottom here, this black is actually a piece of rubber. It's actually a gym mat that I had them put on top of the plywood that's under there. This is just easy on my knees. I also had them fish through a 6-inch piece of PVC pipe which goes right to the back of my driver's seat, and obviously you can see what's in there. I have copper tubing, I have PVC pipe, I have threaded rod, I have Kindorf bracing, and that just gets stuff out of my way. So hanging here I have various items. I have wash machine hoses, I have an LED flashlight, I have extensions, I have low voltage wiring, I have tape, I have aluminum tape, I have duct tape. Got my trusty magnetic ashtray. Just going to scoot across to the other side here. And on the other end here, there's a trusty old standard plunger. We come down here again, Vito Pro Pack. These are actually multimeter bags, but I use these bags to store my tags when I tag somebody's when I install valves and I have to tag the valves. I actually autograph them with my tags here. So I just mark them to tell people what the valve is all about. And on the reverse side, if they need to get a hold of me, they know how to. So that's that. Now on the bottom here, you're going to see my main tool bag, my Vito Pro Pack tool bag, which I did a review on. I'll leave a link in the description below. I try not to move that too often because it gets super duper heavy. I have some small storage bags here. If I have to go in and make some small adjustments, I'll throw some pliers and screwdrivers in there. I have another 1/4 by 35 foot wire for my handy electric. I have an LED drop light, extensions. I have a regular drop light here on this end. And real quickly, I'm not going to go into detail on each one of these racks, but other than to say up top here, we have various, right now you see 2 wax gaskets in there, but they don't belong in there. I got some heating controls in there, circulators, etc. Fill valves for hot water systems. In the middle there, I have radiator valves and air valves for steam systems. I have various 1-inch and 1.25 inch fittings, black fittings for when I do any steam work. Now down at the bottom here, you'll see all these bins. And in these bins here, I keep my shutoff valves, I keep hose bibs, shutoff valves, 1/2 and 3/4, different sizes. This is all devoted to valves. So as we go down here, I have speedway valves for use under the, bathrooms, etc. Bathroom sinks. So this whole blue bin section is devoted to basically any kind of valve I'm going to find in anybody's house. Now, if we go down below there, we have some storage units that encase toilet parts. So you have fill valves, you have toilet tank levers, you have some close couple toilet tank kits. Those 2 cardboard boxes are trip lever faceplates. Over here you have a plethora of toilet flappers, all different sizes. And in addition, this first bin here, everything is related to underneath the sinks. Your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink, it's rough brass tubing, chrome tubing, PVC tubing. You'll see I had some, overrun there, so I couldn't fit it in the bins, and I have it sitting down here on the side. And, everything generally is in the bins. So up on top here, I have my Milwaukee Sawzall. Below that, I have a box with the Price Pfister 3-valve shower body rebuild kit. I got a case there with screws, wood screws, panhead screws, all different sizes from 3/4 inch up to 2 inch. I have a bag back there with mostly hole saw accessories and parts. And I also have a rigid, a little angle impact driver in that bag that I keep up and out of my way. Below that, I have my Milwaukee cases here, and what are in those cases are 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch copper fittings. Everything from elbows to adapters to TP adapters to straps, to anything related to copper, 3/4 and 1/2 inch copper. It's all in those bins, and I can just slip them out and take them on the job with me. Now down below here, I have another, the final bin here. I have actually a center set faucet. I have, there is a shower body there in that brown cardboard box. I have an extra tank of MAP gas. I have a bag there with various caulking, clear caulking, white caulking. In the back there, I don't know if you can see it, it's very hard to see. Behind that bag is a trip waste assembly. Back there, you're going to see some strainers that go through the sink. I have the large strainers, the small strainers. I have another box there with the shower body. I have also a rebuild kit for a Gerber 3-valve shower body, and nestled way back there is actually a mask, a clear mask I put on my head when I'm grinding. So that pretty much is what is in this neck of the truck. I will scoot across here. And on top, on the other side, we have 3/4 inch fittings, black malleable fittings that I use for gas work. In the middle here is extra, I have PVC glue and cement, I have blue block, I have Mega Lock, I have putty, I have Teflon tape, and at the other end I have 1/2 inch black malleable fittings, also for gas work. Now as we drop down here, 1.5 inch PVC fittings. Up here we have 1.5 inch rough brass bath traps and PVC traps. In the middle here I have on top 1.5 inch no hub couplings and Fernco couplings, 1,000 different flavors of each. On the bottom it's 2 inch. There's 2 inch in this bin. On the opposite end, on the bottom, I have 2 inch PVC fittings. On top, I have 2 inch PVC traps, trap adapters, reducing bushings. As you can see here, I got 17 gauge waste arm. I have another extension there. Now, as we drop down, we have 1.5 inch tubular chrome plated traps. Behind there, we have bins with the braided stainless steel sink and toilet supplies. And below that, there's a bin with solid chrome toilet tank supplies. Let me slide my caulking gun out of the way. I have flange bolts, wax gaskets, toilet shims. Most of the stuff in the top and bottom bin are related to toilet setting. Then over here I have, this is a pop-up waste assembly. Inside here, the top one, I have some extra pop-up waste assemblies. I have some more toilet tank levers. On the bottom, I have 4 inch, 3.5 inch, and 3 inch lead fiddle sewer plugs. So, and below here, I have 2 faucets. I have a single lever pull-out faucet. On top, I have a 2-handle faucet with a hose and spray. Over here, I have various pull-out accessory trays with, got some glass gauges for some steam boiler work. I have some thermocouples. I have actually a 3/8 ratchet set in one of these. And, you know, there's never enough room, as a lot of you trades guys know. So whatever I can put in here, I put in here. There's my 3/8 ratchet set. Again, down here I have some more sewer caps and plugs, etc. And if we go down below that, you're going to see I have that blue bag has some faucet faucet tools, reseating tools. I have some faucet washers. I have a bag there with some trowels, a lump hammer. I have a 3/4 inch nipple tray here with brass and black nipples. There is an extra, I guess that would be, what is that? So I'm going to go. That's furnace cement. I have furnace cement, and there is another nipple tray in there. I don't know if you can see it. There's another nipple tray, 1/2 inch black and brass nipples. So, yeah, that's what this side of the truck looks like. And let me just swing around again. I mean, it's laid out pretty nicely for me. It works for me. A lot of guys, you know, maybe this wouldn't be their cup of tea, but for me, it works out fine. As you can see, I have some flexible gas connectors here. I also have some 3/8 L and 1/4 inch L tubing, you know, ice maker, dishwasher, etc. You'll see back there on the bulkhead, I have some dishwasher waste hose. Again, you know, do I have everything all the time? No. 100% of the time? No. I don't think any truck. I don't care how big a truck you have. There's always that one item that you don't have. I have hose over here. I have some PEX, 3/8 PEX tubing here. I have some dishwasher waste hose here. Yeah, you know what? In my experience, you never have enough. You can never have enough. I don't care, and I don't care how big your truck is. Again, I don't carry fixtures on here. I don't carry sewer and drain cleaning machines on here. In my old company, I carried sewer and drain cleaning machines. I had Spartan, you know, drum machines, which I carried, and we made do with what we had. So basically, this is it, guys. This is a tour of my shop on wheels, and this is what I do day in and day out here in Brooklyn, New York. It works for me. May not work for everybody, but you know what? It gets the job done. I've been moderately successful at it, I would say. So there you go. I'll take one more swipe around the side of the truck here. We'll go in the side door one more time. And I hope, you know, you enjoyed this little tour. Again, doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Stay well. Okay, so what I'm going to attempt to do is just ride around a couple of blocks which are very close to my home base, just to give you an idea of why I choose a van and why, although I'd love to have a box vehicle, they're just not practical in this situation. All right, here we go. And I apologize for the shaking of the camera, but I'm holding this up with one hand, and I got people looking at me like I'm crazy. But I just want to give you an idea. It's mostly residences around here. You have some 1- and 2-family homes. You have multiple family dwellings, but the streets are very narrow. There is alternate side street parking down this neck of the woods, so which means that on certain days, 2 days a week, for 2 hours, you can't park your vehicle on either one side or the other. And you just have to end up double parking your truck. And that presents a problem because you have garbage pickup, you have oil truck deliveries, you have various truck making deliveries to food stores around here, and sometimes they can't get through and they beep their horns and you have to come out. You have to leave notes on your car telling people where you're working, because if you're blocking somebody in and you're double parked, it becomes an issue. So another reason a regular van works out so well. Now, I would have preferred to get a taller van, but truth be told, my garages won't accommodate the higher roof vans, so I just make do with what I have. These have worked for me. I've used standard size vans in my old company. They've worked, you know, they've gotten the job done. So, I mean, you can do it. Although the convenience of the taller vans are the craze of the day, Again, they don't fit in my garage, so I chose the standard van. So I just want to take on a brief little, just showing you what my service area looks like. So again, you know, there's a lot of homes that are kind of like right on top of one another. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ride up. Right now I'm down below the main avenue where the stores are, but I'm going to go up to the avenue and just show you what it's like on the avenue. I don't do that much work up on the commercial district. At least I try not to, but if I have to, I have to. But yeah, this is what it's like. The block we're on now, on the left and right side, they're all single family residences, but you can see they're on top of one another. And we're going to make a turn here, and this is a typical street that I work on. And we already have, there's one guy over here that was double parked. But you can see how on top of one another these houses are. I'm going to turn the camera slightly so you can see the homes here. Now we will shoot up to the avenue. I'll just give you a shot of the avenue and show you how crazy it is. And we have some workers here on the right. And here are the commercial buildings here on the avenue. So left and right, you have residences above these mixed-use buildings. And both sides of these streets here are metered, so you have to feed the meters. Again, it's kind of crazy. Some of the meters are actually, you know, 1 hour. So every hour you have to come down and check your meter. And again, there's stores, there's deliveries, trucks making deliveries. It's just one big hassle to work. And as you can see, I got this guy in front of me who's looking for a spot. He can't figure out where to go. So this is the main reason a standard size van for me gets the job done. It has its challenges when I have to double park it. So, you know, when these big trucks come down the block, and sometimes, you know, they won't even attempt to pass. So I have to come down, move the truck, but that's just the way it is here. In good old Brooklyn. Brooklyn's got about 5 million plus people in it. It's a big service area. I service just a tiny little niche area of Brooklyn. Being a one-man show, you know, it's impossible for me to service the entire borough of Brooklyn, and that's okay by me. I am in the twilight of my plumbing career, and that's cool. That's fine. Like I said, everything works out for me just fine. And that's it. So I kind of hope you enjoyed this little tour of my service area, and we will wrap things up on this video coming up. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. So there you go, guys. My 2015 Ford Transit van tour. What did you think? It's my little van. It works for me. I know it may not work for a lot of you, especially the larger companies, but for a single owner operator, I make do with it. I would have preferred a big truck, but you know what? Those box trucks just aren't practical in my area. And the taller van just wasn't going to work because I just can't put them in my garage. What are you guys using to service your plumbing customers? Leave your comments down below. And I'm also going to leave down below in the description box the review of my Vito Pro Pack tool bag. And as you can see, I own a lot of Vito Pro Pack product. Now, I'm not getting paid by Vito Pro Pack to say this, but I truly believe they make the best tool bags on the market. They stand the test of time, so you ought to go check them out. So guys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I want to thank you for taking this tour with me. I hope to be seeing you in my next video. As always, stay well and happy plumbing.